Fuck you, Craig.
Fuck you, Craig.
Dude, shut up. This is
Fuck
starting.
you, Craig.
Okay, who's doing the intro? Who wants to do the intro?
You organize
You're
this.
the host.
I do the intro? Dude, what?
We need an intro.
All
What's
right.
our
This is the Till I Perish podcast.
Should it be Till We Perish or Till I Perish?
Till I Perish, bro. Because it's Till I Perish, Till I Perish. It's not
Episode
Till We
1.
Perish, bro.
Till I Paris.
Oh, no.
Dude, that's doxing.
Sorry. Welcome to the Till I Paris podcast.
Okay. Should we introduce ourselves?
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
Raven Vastiku from twitch.tv/Vastiku. I'm the only one you can give your money to out of the group, so I'll ball out.
I'm Pierce. CNUT. Raven.
There's no one's watching this, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Give a fun fact about yourself, Raven.
All right, everybody, pass the speaking ball around the corner.
Oh, no.
Pass the speaking, Craig.
Bro, my fun fact was that I'm partnered. Or affiliate.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. My fun fact is that I live in the mountains.
Oh.
Yikes.
Dude,
Okay.
you live in a cold town, bro.
I do.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm Tegan. I'm twitch.tv/official_Wudong.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Damn, that was a speed run and a half. Did you hear that shit? Okay.
What's your fun fact?
Fun fact. My facial hair is not as greasy as Raven says it is. and
Dude,
it's
it
better
is
than
so
Adam's
greasy,
and
bro.
Jacob's.
It is
And
so
Jacob.
good, dude.
Nah.
Dude, you're.
Oh, okay,
your
fine,
thing
fine,
looks like
fine.
a testicle, bro.
Fun fact. I'm the best gamer here.
Probably.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
fact.
There you go.
I dare you to fight me in Ultimate, bro.
I'm Adam. Twitch.tv/cool with a K. That's KOOL. Kid, KID, no spaces there, and then 35, the 35. That ain't spelled out, and then an underscore. So run it back, twitch.tv/coolkid35.
I was gonna give a whole URL for his Twitch stream.
Yeah, fun fact
HTTPS.
about me is I'm a virgin.
Ooh, that's brazy.
That's nuts.
There's
That's
someone
not
out there. I'm looking at the ladies right now, but one of you guys can change that.
Yeah, these two of us.
Oh, Pierce. So, how has your Tinder been going?
Let me actually open it up real quick. So I
Ooh.
made. When did I make this? Probably 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago at this point.
Yep.
I'm not on it a lot. I actually have a message right now.
Oh shit.
I've gotten 4 matches. I missed one of them because I wasn't on it for a few days. Didn't care.
Okay. You missed a match.
I totally bodied my first, in a bad way, my first entire interaction. So I used this pickup line Raven gave me, which she liked.
Oh no.
But then
Tell him the pickup line, bro. It's goated.
Oh yeah. Okay. So for little context, her bio was she likes running and skiing, right?
Yeah.
So I said, Raven, this is
Person
Raven's
number
pickup line, 100%. I saw you like running and skiing, but which one do you like more? And she said, definitely skiing. How about you? And I said, that's weird because you've been running through my mind all day.
Damn.
She said, haha, good one. And then me, not knowing how the fuck Tinder works, I said, not knowing how to talk to women, imagine. I said, haha, thanks. So do you want to get food or something? And then just fucking nothing since the 5th.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You came on too strong. You can't just be like, you want to get food? Like, bro.
So, but I'm having the opposite issue with my current match, which is we matched on the 6th, and we've been talking basically a message a day since the 6th. So for 10 days, right?
11.
Sorry.
Okay.
She's like K-pop stan girl, and I'm like,
Ooh.
all right. My sister listened to K-pop. I know enough about K-pop to hold a K-pop conversation. So we talked about K-pop for a bit. I'm like, oh, do you like concerts? And I was really, really awkward, but she just super oblivious and doesn't care, which is kind of funny.
She's probably just as awkward if she's a K-pop.
Yeah,
star,
she's.
Bro, ask her if she likes candies.
Oh.
But then I'm like, hey. Now, I feel there's a pretty high core. Oh, she also has like a My Hero Academia cosplay on her thing,
That's
which
so
that's
hot.
that's a red flag to me.
What do you mean, dude? That's banging.
But anyway, so
That
being
goes crazy.
she is very clearly a weeb, I'm like, hey, do you know if there's any good boba places around here?
Oh man.
Yeah,
I prefer boba and ramen.
yeah, because boba's good, right? I think everyone likes boba. Do you guys all like boba here?
I never
Never
had
had
it.
it.
I was gonna say that.
We gotta go. We gotta
The
go.
only one
We gotta
that-
get some boba. We'll get some boba when I'm in town.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
So, she's like, yeah, there's a pretty good one. I'm like, all right. So do you want to go? And she's like, yeah, sure. And then she's like, I work a lot, but I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like doing anything after I work. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm like, do you not
Wow.
want to hang out then? She's like, no, I do. You just got to plan it beforehand. So I'm like, wait, what do you mean? So then,
I did
so then
interrupt. You should have said, do you like boba? Are there any good boba places? And she's like, yeah, there's one. You're like, can boba these nuts fit in your mouth?
Oh
isn't
no.
the idea to get matches, right? Anyway, so I'm like, okay. Do you want to go out like on Friday at like 5, right? Like yesterday at 5. And this was
okay.
on the 13th. So I don't know what day of the week that would have been.
Wait.
That
Okay.
would have been the Tuesday.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I'm working. All good. What works then? She's like, oh, I can go basically anytime before 12. And my stupid ass is at work from 4 in the morning till 12. So I'm like, all right. How about like... I'm like, oh, okay, one second. For that. Like, do you want to meet up at like 9 on Friday? And she's like, AM or PM, and I'm like, I said, okay, what? I don't really care because I don't work Saturday. And she's like, okay, you know, like when people like don't text you unless you text them, they like only like respond, right?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's been like the entire conversation.
Mhm.
So it's like, and then I'm like, hey, she's like, okay, I don't have a car, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to pick you up. She's like, that's fine. Could be worse, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, so today at 9, I'm thinking, so it's like today at 9, so I'm like, all right, text me an address that you want me to like pick you up from. And then that was at fucking 12:40 yesterday
Mhm.
for me to pick her up at like 9 today. So I got up at like 8, like a fucking human.
Like,
like-
you.
Like got ready and cleaned out my car a little.
Pierce,
And
bro,
then
what are you gonna do if she gets you up in 7 minutes?
Oh no.
Let me finish. She hit me up at what the fuck time is this? It
I've
doesn't
never
even say
heard of
the
that shit.
timestamp. At
What time is
12:15
that?
at 12:15 today, she's like, okay.
So yeah, she's hitting you up in 6 minutes now, bro.
It's not 9
Get
here.
ready,
If
get
she
ready.
actually hits me
Oh.
up at like, I'm like in my fucking
like
like
an hour and
sweatpants
50.
right now.
Bro, you can go.
We
I'm
understand.
We
No,
understand.
I actually said no. I'm like, I thought.
Yeah, no, get in the grab fit. Get in the grab
I'll
fit.
actually just fucking like copy and paste her message that says AM.
You don't need to see it, dude. I believe you.
No. To her.
It's a her.
If
It's a
she-
her.
No, to her.
Oh.
basically.
Okay.
Oh no.
And then
I
I got
thought
a
you were
match.
saying like in here, and
No,
I'm like, I
yeah.
believe you.
And then, so then I got another match like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And this I don't think this is a real person. I'm gonna be honest.
Wait,
Like it's
wait.
got enough. It's got like enough pictures, but like she's way too hot for what her bio says. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's like 90% of the things I see
Yeah.
on that app.
Yeah, it's like her bio is like friends only, don't expect me to flirt back. I play PC games. If you got a Discord, let me know. Minecraft
Wow.
PC, and then she put her Discord like at and numbers in.
Insane.
And
Add her
then
and ask her to turn her camera on.
so I
Ah.
messaged her. I'm like, "Yo, you play Minecraft? What's your favorite biome?" Just as like a
Oh.
quick, easy.
Your
easy
favorite
introduction.
bio might be the worst thing I've
Your
ever
favorite
heard.
bio? You got like
What should I have said?
favorite.
What
No,
would you
favorite
go
mob.
block.
Favorite mob.
Favorite
No,
Block,
block
mob,
by far.
tool.
Block is the wave.
block by far.
something.
What's your favorite block? And then if she says dirt, you block her.
Yeah, exactly. Block her,
Favorite, dude. Favorite. I don't even know.
If she
Favorite
says
block.
anything but dirt, you block
If
her.
she says no, she's got to say like diamond block or like gold block or something.
Dude, Emerald's the wave, bro. Or End sounds pretty good.
The wave.
Maybe like the ender egg.
Does the dragon egg count? If the dragon egg counts, dude,
That probably counts,
Just a
right?
different
then,
block.
then
but I
yeah, that's a
guess.
win. If she says dragon egg, bro, that's a win.
Maybe
But
like
what
a
about you guys?
shulker.
I know Adam's been on the Tinder game.
Yeah.
How's your Tinder game going, Adam?
It's a
Oh,
lot
we're
of
What?
the similar stuff where like, it's a conversation that I have to keep going. And I feel
Yeah.
like I usually dodge those because I'm like, if you really care about this, then
You're gonna keep going with it.
you would like aid in the conversation too, and like it wouldn't be one-sided.
That's kind of how I feel with like Boba Tea Girl.
So Tinder, I wasted like a really good pickup line.
Oh,
What was it? Tegan helped me with this one. But her bio said that she was like being a nursing major, so I was like, all right, your bio said that you're going to be a nurse. Can you tell me the benefits of vitamin U? And she
That's
never replied. That was
good.
a month ago.
so clean.
Yeah, I feel that though.
And then Bumble, I've been on that too. I've gone through some women on there. But the latest one.
BumbleMatch.com.
The latest
We
one.
sponsored?
No,
Sponsored Bumble.
Ah, damn.
Huh?
I would never.
The
Free Tinder
latest
Plus.
one, she starts it off because on Bumble the woman has started off. I kind of like that because otherwise.
Wait, is that
it's
just
usually-
how it is, or is that just
Yeah.
like
Yep,
That's
that's
how
how
it is.
Bumble works.
And
is
she's
that how,
like,
the app is set up, or is that just
Yeah.
like how it goes?
how the app is set up.
Wait, that's fire. I'm gonna get that.
I don't know. I've only met weird people on there. She's like, "Hey, and how are you?" And I'm like, "I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?" I'm not doing too good.
You go next. You go next, dude. You just go
I
next.
wanted to
That's
try it
fine.
because there's things that you like to anime, and I was like,
No,
all
no,
right, all right.
not only
Okay.
anime, but she was a cosplayer.
I gotta know her tastes are and know if it's
She
trash
was-
or not.
Yeah. Like
she
give
was
her a
an
pound.
anime girl cosplayer,
uh,
which is like the perfect thing.
One of Tegan's friend's girlfriend helped me respond, and she's like, "Oh, she's just looking for attention. Ask her like, what's wrong? Anything I can do to help?" So I did that. She's like, "Not really. It's my parents are throwing stress at me, and I'll never be able to live the dream I've planned." I'm like, "Oh, that
Jesus
sucks."
Christ.
What's
That's
that
the
dream?
worst
What do
thing
you
could
say to
possibly
that,
do.
dude?
Who says
I know.
that?
I know. That's what I'm like this whole time. And so I'm like, all right, what's the dream you have planned for yourself? And she's like, finding someone who will love me for me and he'll be proud of me. And I'm like, yeah, I think everyone will like that. And she's like, yeah, especially since my parents just kicked me out.
Dude, she's looking for a couch to sleep on.
She
That's
could
what
not
I
have
said.
started it a worse way.
That is
Yeah.
exactly
I was
what
like,
I said. I'm like,
oh,
she's trying to get a
That
house.
sucks. I don't know what I'd do. And then it was like a day later, and then I was like, because there's nothing I could just do. So I was like, so what
Well-
anime do you like?
Yeah,
Just
dude.
immediately switch gears, baby.
No, I think that's the right move. I think it's like you do that or you go next.
I asked
Legit.
Raven about it, and Raven was like, "Dude, she ended that conversation. Just ask her."
Yeah, just
She's
go.
the worst, dude.
And she's like, "My hero, fairy tale."
That's bad.
You
Oh
already know
yeah, we
that's-
went over
You
this.
got like
Dude,
the
they're all
McDonald's,
bad.
you got like the hot Cheetos like
and
anime girl.
Berserk. And I'm like,
Yeah, Berserk's like the best one on
"How
there.
about you?" And like, I had all different ones except for My Hero. And she's like, "Oh, I got a shirt. You want to see it?" And I was like, "Sure."
And then she's just naked.
No.
Dude, that's what I was thinking.
And then it just ended at that.
It's got like holes cut in the nipples or something.
I thought she was gonna be naked and just holds the shirt up to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like he's showing off the shirt
That's
that way.
genius. That might be the
Oh,
best
yeah.
move.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Dude, if that girl hits me up to pick her up for boba like right now, I might lose
Go,
my
dude.
shit.
Go, dude. You gotta
Dude, we already told you to, and they're like, no, it's one. Like, no one's telling you not to go. We all said the opposite. Dude, I'd go. I don't even care. I'm the god of this podcast. I'm the god of this realm, and I'd leave.
I'm just God, dude. I'm not even the god of this.
I am
like,
a god.
Discord or anything. I'm just God.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like I don't know, my main issue that I've been having, at least like the girl I've been talking to, the Boba Tea bitch,
Boba tea.
is like she doesn't like it's just it's like, okay, I'm gonna throw Jacob under the bus. It's like having a conversation with Jacob at points where it's just like really reactive.
Dude, Jesus Christ, we don't let him on the podcast, and now we're just
dox
talking
him,
trash
dude.
about him.
I love you, Jake.
No.
But yeah, I feel like it's like I feel like not
He's
with Jacob,
editing this
with
too.
this girl, it's like really reactive. It's like that's why I was just like trying to get to like, can I just like talk to you in person? If you're like, if not as boring in person as you are online, that'd be nice.
Mhm.
That's understandable.
We hope for that.
Dude, mine's been
Yeah.
going horribly, dog.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
2 matches.
Ooh.
I've been on it for like 4 months now.
Oh,
2
shit.
matches. Both of them are kind of bad. Hopefully none of them are watching. One I just don't talk to because it's a girl from school. I think I told you guys already.
Yeah.
But I just thought it's kind of funny. But 2 matches. But I see a lot of like banging Asians on there, bro.
I don't got that
Wow.
out here. I wish I had it like that.
Do you?
It's cool.
No, have you
I
seen
don't match with any of them, but other
have you
than that,
seen the like racial statistics of Montana?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
I'll
all
pull it up
white.
right now. It's really
It's
bad.
just all like hick people.
Like 99.5.
Hick white people, man.
and the other 0.5 is native.
And then there's like
what is it? Okay,
0.0001 black.
You want to hear him? You want to hear him?
Yeah.
Let's hear.
88.86% white.
Ooh, okay.
Then the next is 6.46 Native American.
Oh god, we
Yeah.
already up to
2.83 are your mixed races. 0.76 is Asian. Other races
Ooh.
are 0.58. Black or African American are 0.44.
Oh no, not even
That's
half
stellar,
a
bro.
percent.
That's stellar.
There's 6 black people
It's
in
so
Montana.
white out here, dude.
There's 6 black people in
That's the
Montana.
one black guy who lives out there.
They all live in like one house. It's like one black family.
Oh no.
That's stellar.
Yeah, there's got to be like 100 of them because like what's the population of Montana?
We're finding out. Oh
Yeah,
my
okay,
god.
so someone
Dude.
0.44
There's
population.
6 people.
Okay, so 100. Oh my god. Okay, so we got
Well,
calculator.
100 is the population of Montana. I
Dude, it
believe
feels
it.
like it sometimes. Let me do the maths real quick. As
Do you
Victor
get a
would
lot of the girls who wear flannels and like brush their horses on their Tinder?
say. I told you this
Horse
already.
girl, let's
Yes,
I
that's
found
like all
so
of them.
many of those.
That's like
But
all
Pierce
of
has
them.
to, that has to be every other one for Pierce.
Oh yeah, I could
It's really bad. Yeah.
I could imagine. Jesus.
Dude, Montana's easy.
Okay. There's no way that's right.
What, 6 black people? It has to be like 4.
It's really low.
What, 3? 2? Is there one black guy?
There's
in
like
Montana?
there's like one singular black man.
And you see him walking around sometime, and he's like a unicorn in Montana. They're like, "Oh my god, that's him!"
My kids are like,
Guy.
hey, Mom, can I get a picture?
Like you know,
Take a
people are like,
picture of me
you
with
know,
him.
it's like hard for kids to like 3-year-olds to like understand race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be like the whole state.
It's
Yeah.
a whole
4,000. There's
state.
'Except it's like 40-year-olds.
4,703.6. So we're gonna round that up because you can't have. So
I mean,
4,700. 4,000. What was it? The 2/3 law.
Oh,
Was it
Dude,
1/3 law?
shut up. This is live, bro.
4,704 black people in Montana.
That's like a small town. Over an entire state.
Jesus Christ.
That's
a
like what is
big-
it? That's like
big
the
issue for
population
me.
of what's. I'm gonna look at towns in Minnesota.
Look at like the
Population?
dude. That's like the population of Rhode Island, bro. There
What's up,
are
Rapids
less
population?
black people in.
Oh no.
Sock
What is
Rapids
the
has
population?
13,000 people. Okay, so that's not a good comparison. What does St. Joe have? I bet
Oh my
St.
God.
Joe's got to have about.
Rhode Island has 1 million people living in it.
For real? Okay.
What
I
are they
take it
doing? What are they
Where are
doing
they?
in Rhode Island?
Where are they hiding?
back.
Wait,
Okay,
why?
so there are
They're in a tunnel society.
4 people live in St. Joe, Minnesota.
4
Than-
people. Is that
Than
what you
black
said?
people. There's more people in St. Joe than there are black people in Minnesota in Montana.
That's disgusting, dude.
Dude, Wyoming only has 500,000 people living in it.
Wyoming's a ghost town.
Yeah.
I was gonna go
You live
to
in Wyoming.
a Yellowstone this
Pretty
weekend.
cool.
It's
Pretty
so
cool.
hot.
Yeah, but then it snowed.
Ah, well.
Yeah, it's snowed up where I am.
I can't believe that like exists. Like snow's a thing. That's real.
Snow's badass.
It's fake.
Snow's evil.
Yes, Diego definitely agrees with you on that.
Remember when Diego first saw snow and he was like, "Oh my god, like that's crazy."
And
He's
then, he
like,
broke
"That's
his,
crazy."
We're like, oh,
That's crazy.
this is nothing, bro.
and then he broke his leg.
Oh no.
like the day after he like sees snow for the first time and it was so beautiful that his leg
Yeah,
just
Caden
snapped
like
in half.
convinces him to like. He's like, "Yo, you want to like go sledding behind my truck?"
He's like, "No, jump off the building. It's fine. The snow's
Like-
fluffy enough."
You know this white stuff that like comes from the sky? Yeah, just fucking roll around in that shit, dude. Oh,
Alright.
man.
Let's get into the meat of this podcast. All right. We all played
Yeah,
Genshin
Yes.
Yeah.
in preparation.
Wait, do you guys say
I love
Genshin
it.
or Genshin?
Genshin.
I say Gen. Does anyone say Gen?
I say
instead of Gen?
Gen.
I'm the only Genshin dude here.
You're only Genshin? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'll save mine for last because I think it's shocking. What do you guys think of Genshin Impact?
Brilliant.
Good
Everybody
word.
talk at the
Start with
same
Adam.
time so that no one can understand.
Adam, you want to start? We can just go Adam, Tegan, me, you.
Genshin, I really like it. I just I really enjoy it for a gacha game. I feel like it's not too hard to get stuff. You know, I don't feel like I have to spend money in it because they've been shoving so many fucking wishes down my throat. But I just think that like I know Tegan and I had both run into this, but the progression, like you need to like get your world level and adventure level up so high because like the story just halts you at a point where you have to grind. And I'm not a big fan of that.
That's where I'm at right now.
All right, I'll go here.
Do it, loser. I dare you.
So, thank you. I had a lot of fun with Genshin. I thought the, I guess, tutorial area, if you will, of the first city was pretty good. I do not like how they give you right off the bat. They give you like 2 or 3. I'm gonna call them like caves or dungeons. They give you like 3 of them right off the bat, and you cannot enter those until you're. I think the lowest one is level
12.
15 adventure. Is it 12? 12 adventure level, and
There's one
that
that's
takes.
like 22 right by spawn.
You have to like finish the entire
Like first part
tutorial
of the story.
island, yeah, first part of the story to reach that. Like you have to basically finish off Mondstadt to get there, right? And I like to think that I was just running around and basically getting as much XP as possible, and it still took me like, well, maybe not as much as possible, but it still took me like 10 hours just to get to level 15. Maybe it was 15 hours, but
Yeah, it's a
it was
grind
a little crazy. It was a little grindy. And then I don't know, dude. The gliding, if you will, or flying, I guess, because you have wings.
It's so
I think it's
slow.
way too slow.
It's the worst.
That is one of my biggest like problems with the game. There's no mount, and the one like movement option you have is
Oh
just
shit!
unbelievably slow. So it takes forever to get places.
It's actually the worst.
But I think the combat's nice. I like the abilities. I kind of wish there were like more. Like if each character had like 2 plus an alt or something like that. But I can't really knock it for that.
Kind of jumping off of a. Oh, you got more Tegan?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of like jumping off Tegan. I think the gameplay is like obviously the strongest point of the game. Like, I feel like there's no defensive options in that game though. It's like the dodge isn't very good.
I don't think I've ever dodged in the game.
It's like if you played like I know like Souls games or like you usually get like if you have like good dodge timing, you get like you get like a counterattack, right?
Yeah.
Which are like rewarding. Like I don't there isn't that in the game, which is like really like I don't know. I feel like
Well,
that
there's a reward, you don't
combat,
get
I don't
hit.
like.
Yeah,
Say
that's your reward. He said the reward is you don't get hit for dodging.
Yeah, true. I feel like there's like not like I don't know. There's like nothing like defensively you can do.
Yeah.
It's like there's usually like a very linear way to beat every boss or like beat everything.
There's a little bit of defense. It's the first character that you get for the Wish bundle. Her name, what's her name?
Noelle.
Noelle, yeah, and she gets
she
the
only goes under-
shield.
Yeah.
She gets the shield that blocks or gives you like a ton of resistance against a certain type of element, if you will. But other than that, I would say there's like nothing, and then I guess you're not even guaranteed to get her if you don't do the Wish bundle. So
Yeah.
And then there's that other character that like you can like what is it like you like kind of like Pike from League, how he just like kind of like swims through the terrain,
yeah,
like the girl that like swims through the ground or whatever the hell.
Bro, this
I
is a league-free zone.
Sorry,
I've not gotten that character. Unlike
just seen
Adam,
gameplay of
actually,
it. I don't have
I don't get any wishes. I get like none. So I
yeah,
just
I'm
use
not
the
very
guarantee.
far in the game. I just saw like gameplay of it.
Yeah, I saw Direct use that one.
Yeah,
The
the story is like
Shout out.
not that interesting to me.
Dude, the story is non-existent.
Okay, I will say it like the dragon fight was kind of cool, except you just held down left click
Yeah,
the
no, I'm so
entire
afraid that the first
time.
dragon fight is so dog shit, dude.
Oh man,
It's
that
so
was,
It could have been so cool.
I thought you were gonna like land on him and you're gonna like have to hit like the wings or some shit, and
Right.
you would like do extra
No,
damage.
you just
No,
left
you
click.
just hold down left click. You don't even really have to aim because it kind of like auto aims for you, and then
You just
it's
point at the
gone
screen.
in like 10 seconds. The fight's over, and then you like don't even like get to hear about him for like the next 10 hours of gameplay.
It's so bad. I was kind of with you. I thought it would be like you slash out the wings, and then there's like a phase 2 where you're fighting it on the ground while it's like fighting
that'd
you.
be-
And I'm like, okay, well that would mean that this game would be good. And then it's just like, okay, hold down the trigger and fly around a little bit, and it's like, oh well.
Yeah. So
I think I'm looking at the game too much as like I don't know. I
I
think I'm
guess.
trying to like envision what it's not, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
no,
Like it's a gotcha game at the end of the day.
yeah, I guess.
I hate it. I hate the game. That game's
Oh,
awful. I hate
Yeah,
it.
let's go off. All right, Raven.
It could okay. The problem with the game is right. It's just boring. I hold down buttons and whatever. But I played a lot of Diablo 3, so that's not a big problem.
Oh yeah.
I understand like just holding buttons as combat because I played Diablo 3 on PS4, which is superior. But it's not. But I understand like holding buttons can be fun to attack, but like the thing is, I don't think the game looks all that cool either. Like it looks fine, but it doesn't look great. It's just kind of like it's like worse looking Breath of the Wild. I think like there's just less stuff to see. And a lot of things in the game, like the boss fights and stuff, it's like, oh, it could be cool, but then it never is. Like it's never actually cool. It just could be.
I get that.
I don't know if you see it, but Craigbot has like the ring around it, like it's saying stuff. I think
I do not.
that's
see
actually the government like listening in on us.
Shoutouts to Craig.
I was gonna say another thing that I just thought of, and this is fine because JRPGs are like this or whatever, but this game, Genshin Impact or Genshin, if you will, has the like fastest scaling level like change I've ever seen. Like you get past that first city and everything vamps up like 20 plus levels.
Yeah,
To the
you go
point
from
where-
holding buttons to like actually having to play the game.
It's not actually having to play the game. It's like I have to run around, kite this like basic minion essentially. He just has like a dude with a small shield and a club.
Yeah, it's like a basic MP, like a basic enemy. Yeah.
I have to go and I have to kite around this guy. I have to use my ult on him like 3 times, my ability however many times. And my character's level 40 with like which is the max for characters of that ascension level. And then I have the best weapon I could have had at that time. And I have to do all that just to kill like one enemy, and it just gets really grindy. I'm sure I probably went in to like a harder area than you may have gone because I explored a lot after I beat the first city like quest and whatnot.
Yeah, once you
But
get out of
it was
Mondstadt.
crazy. It was such a like different area, like a difference in area.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the enemies are really like meat shieldy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like it kind of has the same thing that card games do, for example. where it uses high numbers so that it looks cooler. But the high numbers don't actually mean anything. So like it says you're doing 270 damage and this guy has like 10,000 health, but they could just make it so that you're doing 27 damage a hit. But it doesn't, because that doesn't look as cool as
It's like cookie clicker.
270 as 270. Yeah, I'd say so. Cookie clicker. Exactly.
Cookie
the game
clicker.
never actually scales. It's just like you're doing the same thing again and again with bigger numbers each time.
Yeah, I don't feel like the gameplay evolves. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, you're just doing the same thing. You hold down buttons, you use your ability every once in a while, and sometimes you run around in a circle so that no one can hit you.
But it's like, like that can be totally fine with a lot of games if the combat's deep enough. And I'm not gonna say
Right.
the game isn't like the game's. It's got like enough depth to be somewhat interesting, but it's like when the same thing just always works, there's no reason not to do it.
Not
Like
Yeah.
the fact that I can just shoot every enemy like from like 30 feet away with Amber, like,
Yeah.
insane.
Amber's
And then-
kind of goated.
And then her
Yeah,
her stupid like substitute Pokemon move just comes
Yeah,
up
yeah.
every 10 seconds and it attracts all the enemies and then they get lit on fire and
It's like
It's
I'm sure I could
really
just like
broken.
make the argument that like, oh, you're just like doing like the same thing. Like that's on you for like not trying to explore other options. But it's like when the other options aren't exactly good.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I feel like the desire to play and try out the new characters you get is so minimal. Right? Because
Yeah,
like,
I don't
oh
really
look,
have
this character can like fly or whatever and you can shoot people and stuff. It's like, why would I do that? When I could
That's
play
so-
Noelle, who's probably the best character in the game that I have now, out of like my 13 characters or whatever, because she gets a shield, she does really solid damage, and she just gets more health than like everybody else.
Mhm.
And also,
So it's
like,
like,
you
what's the
invested
point?
in the character by that point. It's like,
Exactly. The character's level 40. All my other characters are like level 20 or less, so there's not really much point I see in
It's like playing a
switching
Pokemon
characters.
game with like an overleveled starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I
Yeah.
could level up the others, but it's like if like
Wow.
Venusaur is just gonna use like Solar Beam and destroy everything in front of me, why would I level up my Pidgeot?
Right.
Ooh, I was gonna say quick. I don't know if we're moving on to the next topic here, but me and Adam tried out the co-op for the game, and we
Yeah, how was
figured out that it's really bad.
Yeah.
It is really bad.
like, so there was a god statue at the top of the mountains. Tegan and I were by the dock area, if you've been there. The docks. So. And so there was this one that I hadn't gotten to my world and Tegan hadn't gotten. So Tegan was like, so I joined Tegan's world. And Tegan's like, go up there and check that out, like, see if you can activate it. So I go, like, you can't activate it. You can't even go to, like, any of the shrines in the area and, like, give the, what you would call them, the stuff to
Souls or whatever that that you worship gods with.
stamina. You can't open up any chests. All you
The
can do is, like, collect stuff. Like,
All you can do is grind enemies in the overworld.
all it is for, like, if you're going to do a dungeon, but, like, the dungeons aren't that hard to do on your own.
Exactly.
And like if one of you does the dungeon, does it only count for one of your worlds?
I have
would've-
no idea. We just stopped playing after we realized Adam couldn't actually do anything. We were like,
So it's
well,
like it only. So if like if you because it's like it sounds like so you said you joined on
my room.
Tegan's world, Adam.
Yep.
So it only matters for Tegan, really. That sounds really annoying.
And then, so this part, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, I was brought down to only 2 characters in my party, and Tegan had only 2.
Yep.
So, like,
You
I
get
feel like
hacked
it's
into
more dungeon oriented.
That's not that bad, but like
Well, yeah, but it's bad. Like the fact that Adam can't even pick up
No, the two
chests, and I
character
guess that's to
the two character thing, I don't think is that bad. But the
Yeah.
fact that you can't do anything is ridiculous.
I get the chest thing because they don't want people to like join your world and then run around and steal all your loot or whatever. That part I like kind of makes sense.
But like on the other hand, why can't you just make it so it's like
Shared loot.
it's like yeah, it's like
There's
I
something.
think like Destiny did it, and that game came out in like 2014.
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah.
it's like one of the souls, like, it doesn't have to disappear. Like, one person can run up there and grab it if, like, they've never gotten it in their world,
Yeah,
too. And, like,
it seems
Yeah,
like the multiplayer
pretty
sounds like really like forced in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
almost.
I feel like that's like a lot of the game though. Like I feel like it started off as like some guy's passion project, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna release this game, and he's like, oh, it's still like really early, and they're like, I don't care, it's out in a week,
Yeah, the game feels very like it feels like it's in beta, if that makes sense.
Honestly, yeah.
Is it going to get patches? I would think so.
Hopefully.
Who
Or like
knows?
content updates. It
Well,
seems like
yeah, because there's supposed to be like set like a city for like each of the gods. There's only 2 right now.
yeah.
So maybe it'll get
So it's
better.
like they're doing like the EA thing.
I guess none of us have beaten it either. Maybe like it has a redeeming moment or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
But it's like
It's the same game.
how redeeming
but
is
it's
it if the
probably-
entire if the journey's shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I just feel like sorry.
No, you're good.
It's like probably the same like as of now, if the gameplay loop hasn't changed, it's probably not going to. You're just gonna see different characters do different, somewhat cool stuff, and then have it never actually feel cool.
I think the movement is what needs to be changed.
Maybe.
Because if you can make moving feel good, I think you can make a game feel good.
I think that if they had some sort of timing stuff with the combat, like you can time it and do critical hits or something,
I was
I
thinking
think that would really
too.
help. Just something to make the combat a little bit more skill oriented rather than just hold
Let
down
me spam
button.
with, like,
Yeah, it's more like, do you have you grinded enough XP to do enough damage?
It is exactly like that. It'd be cool if they did add some like Shadow of Mordor or like any of the Batman games where if you time your strike and you click left click as soon as it hits the character, it like does a extra damage, that type of thing.
Critical strike.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, if they made it, they don't even have to change the movement too much for me to be okay with it. It's just like make the gliding better, and then make it not only better, but because it's a little clunky at the moment. But if you could like dive and then like fly back up, and then you gain more speed, that type of thing.
Mhm.
If you get what I'm saying, I feel like that would just make it
Mounted
so
also
much
helps a lot.
better.
Yeah.
So much better.
I thought that it was gonna add something cool when you beat Raptor because he's like the wing guy.
Exactly.
And then I'm like, I got to the end of it and I'm like, okay, so now there's gonna be a glider upgrade probably. And then it's like, oh, here's another chest with a ton of stupid weapons you can't use.
I thought I was gonna get like a glider upgrade or something, like maybe
That's why-
even just like a boost up, because I know like
Right.
Pepsi, that character has like an ability where it makes a gust of wind.
Yeah, like Rivali.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen too. I'm like, oh, it's the glider like bandit or whatever. I'm like, okay, so maybe I've been knocking the gliding a little bit too hard, and this is where it gets good. They just have like a tutorial type thing set out for you.
You're training wheels.
Yeah, exactly. So people who have never even used like a keyboard before or something can learn how to fly it. But then it's like, here's maybe one weapon and just like 6 useless weapon upgrades that you're never gonna use. So,
Or like you're gonna scrap instantly, yeah.
Yep.
I remember there's this one like like the overworld like chest puzzles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was like a glider one, and I thought like, oh, this will maybe I'll maybe enjoy it here because it had like the glider boosts,
Yeah.
but it was so fucking clunky, dude. Holy shit!
No, the
Yeah, I did not
puzzles in
enjoy
that
that.
game are not the best.
Yeah. Well, the glider boost specifically put you in like one direction too, and that really sucks. Like instead of having fun and being able to do something cool with gliders, it's just like the one time you get any speed, it's like
And you can't
just
change
a
your momentum.
cutscene pretty
Not
much.
your momentum, your like direction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you lose all your momentum too when
Yeah.
if you're gliding and then you let go, it drops all momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
dude.
weird. It's like
Oh,
jumping in
no.
Smash Ultimate.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the game again, it could be so cool, but it's
Could
not.
be
If like the
really
online was better, because like I feel like the only reason I was playing it for like a while was like I want to play the online. Because it's like I have like it's like you guys are playing, and then some of my buddies who play, I used to play League with like 3 years ago. They're playing it, and I'm like, oh, I'll get up to like level 20 or whatever, so I can play with them. I got to like level like 12 or some shit, and I'm like, I don't want to play this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of League, I had a really cool game idea that I wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
For League
I'm
of
hearing about
Legends.
this.
Not for League, but
It's a new game.
It's kind of League-esque. Okay.
Like
So-
a MOBA idea.
Sort of. I'll explain it. very well, very detailed. So Tegan was really into a game, Paragon, right?
Oh yeah.
So I was trying to think of what it was, and I thought like Polygon. And I was like, it'd be really funny if I started calling it Polygon and see if that makes Tegan salty or anything. But
He's
then
already salty just because it's gone.
yeah, just pour salt on the wound. But then I'm like thinking of other shapes that I could call it to make him mad, and I thought of dodecahedron. And I'm like, no, that's way too far. Like, that's not even.
Joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's so far of a move. I'm like, okay, that's not funny. But then I'm like, hold up, dude. Dodecaheathens, and I'm like, that's a genius name. So I came up with this. I came up with this game idea. All right, it's called Dodecaheathens. All right, and the entire game takes place inside of a dodecahedron. So it has 12 panels on it.
Okay.
It's teams of 2, 12 teams of 2, and every team starts on their own panel. And it's like MOBA-esque, like battle royale kind of thing. Which I know everybody has fun battle royale game, but it's like kind of like that. And basically what it is you have to collect supplies in your panel to start it off, right? And so you get these supplies and then you go back to a shop and you can spend whatever you get. So you can mine and you can get certain materials, or you can chop down trees to get wood, stuff like that.
Just make an RTS rating.
I mean, kind of, but like it's not like you're controlling units. Like you're still just controlling your one person.
Okay, like a character.
And so you're chopping down trees to get materials, stuff like that, and then you spend it at this shop. And now once you get enough and you get some decent weapons, you can go and you can attack other panels. But the thing about it is that you can't see these panels until you cross over to it. And there are like 3 paths you can go. What?
There's like Fog of War on it.
Kinda, yeah. And so there are those 3 entrances that you can get on. That way you're not like, people can't just camp out your entrance and wait for you to cross over and die. And so your goal is to go into the other one and to not only kill everyone in there, but then you also have to take down their HQ shop area. And then you have like a teleport to your own shop. That way it's not just like, okay, well, I was all the way over here and then now I'm dying. Because somebody's there. So you get a teleport to it, but it has like a cooldown, so you can't just keep on teleporting to it.
Okay.
I think the dodecahedron's like the most interesting part of this is like the map.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I wanted to do something cool with it, right? So on opposite faces, you can jump to that other face. So it's not just going from panel to panel. You can jump to an opposite face on the dodecahedron every like couple minutes or something. So let's say I like jump over to this opposite one and I kill everybody there and I take that one down. Then I can go over to this other one and then I can jump over and I can like, you can keep jumping like to parallel faces of the dodecahedron.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Go make the game, go get money, go make the game, go pitch it.
Well, maybe I should. I'll go to Riot HQ. But then also like at your shop, you can spend like gems you get on kills. So you can get kills and then you can pick up like a revive stone or something so that you can revive your teammate that died or something. And I figured that would be cool.
Can you duo queue?
Ooh.
Can you do it? Yeah. It's teams of 2.
The one problem I'm
Teams of
thinking
2 and
about with this gem revive token, specifically the revive token thing, is like,
oh, the game will go on forever.
Yeah, I was gonna say if everyone gets one, like, or if 12 people, right, out of 24,
right,
get one kill, and that just keeps happening, the game will literally go on forever.
Well, you need like multiple tokens. You need multiple gems to get this revive token. And you can get other things, like you can get damage buffs at your shop. You can do stuff like this. Like it's like a Bed Wars-esque like shop for all these gems that you get from your kills. And it's like you can get extra armor, you could get extra you could get a revive token, you could get extra damage, you could get all this stuff that would help you take on enemy teams. And so then it's like sometimes it's worth it where it's like, okay, I have enough gems for a revive token, but would I be better off just soloing it and buying myself better armor and better damage, and then I can solo through this round, or should I revive them and end up with worse attack speed or whatever? I don't know.
I get you. Okay.
So,
Interesting.
is it like a planar one or like a 3D dodecahedron?
It's like a 3D one, and you can jump to opposite faces of the dodecahedron.
So do you want it to be like the exact opposite? Because I hate to break it, but dodecahedrons have no symmetry.
Ooh, man, that's gonna be a deal breaker. Do they not?
No.
You might be right. Well, that sucks.
You can make it a tridecahedron.
You could like make it so like it could jump you to like one on the opposite side, but like there's like about 3 or 2 on the opposite side, so it'll be a random one of those.
Okay, yeah, that could work.
That could work actually, yeah.
So I mean, there's some luck in it. I mean, but like
Now,
that seems like a
Maybe
fair
like
trade-off
rotate between the 3, like depending on the time.
for just like a teleport across the fucking map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Now
seems fun.
the question here is like also would you be able to see who owns what
Like tile.
what tile?
Well, okay. So first off, this game is in very early.
Yeah.
Conceptual development.
Yeah, I'm thinking that you'd be able to see a map and you'd be able to see which characters are in each map, but you wouldn't be able to see where they are. So you'd be able to see who's on each face, but you wouldn't be able to see where they are. So if you have a bad matchup against this face, you're going to want to go get other kills in other planes before you go and attack that face because you have a bad matchup in it.
Do you think that you would allow like multi-teaming, like getting like third partied as they call it in like battle royales, where like 2 people jump into the same face and then it's like those 2 teams would be, or I guess all 3 teams on that face would be like free for alling?
Oh yeah,
would it
for
just
sure.
be like a 1v1 thing? Okay.
Yeah, I think that it would ruin the fun if it was like one team specifically. I think it would be more fun if it's like at times you'd be having like 3 different teams attacking your thing. And that's kind of also where like the teleport comes in, using your teleport smartly back to your home base, where it's like, okay, I'm fighting this guy on this side of my tile, and then these people are coming in from the other side of my tile. So do I have a better chance just teleporting back quick to kill them and then going back to these, or am I going to end up getting whatever duo teamed, and then I'm going to have to so it'll add a little bit more strategy with when you use your teleport and stuff like that.
The reason I asked that is because like if you could see what tile people were on, like that would encourage stuff like stream sniping, like, oh, this streamer's on this tile, let's just have 5 different teams.
Tegan already worrying about
that
stream sniping.
It's not what tile they're on, it's what tile they own.
Their base. Yeah.
Right. So it's like this guy owns this tile. He could be there, he could be on the opposite end tile.
Yeah, he could be on the tile
either way,
right next to you.
Right.
Okay. Would you be able to set up like defenses, like so you don't have to be on your tile to defend it?
So
Yeah.
like
my idea was you could upgrade your turrets or whatever, and then also you could with the gems that you get from kills, you could then place like better traps. Like traps would probably be more of a gem thing, while turrets would be more of a resource.
I was going to say like
Like a-
traps, something like bed wars.
Like a cock type thing?
Like a Clash of Clans. Well, you don't place it anywhere. It's just like you start off with X amount of turrets.
Like a
You
spring
can add
trap?
more turrets to your wall. You can upgrade the turrets that are on your wall or whatever.
And then
But do
I
you
had
get a spring trap?
a spring trap. Is that what you just said?
But do you get a spring trap?
Maybe, I don't know. The game's in early
Spring
development.
trap
I haven't thought of this.
Okay, so I had a question, right? Because
That's
not
how
a
Fred is.
because, but okay, stop with the FNAF. All right. So would characters that you play or choose, I guess, would they actually have any differences, right? Like would there be abilities on characters?
We said matchups, so I would assume.
Yeah, there are different abilities, different speeds. Like one character might have higher attack speed but lower damage, while another one has higher damage and lower attack speed.
Might have more
Abilities.
health,
That's kind of where
less speed.
yeah, and that's kind of where the whole like MOBA thing comes into it, where it's like you have different champs that you can pick.
Can I play Samus?
Okay.
No, that's I'm gonna get sued for that unless we make this game really big and we get a Nintendo crossover.
Pitch it to Nintendo.
Moddable.
Moddable.
Oh,
I feel like moddable with 12 teams of 2 though. That's gonna be tough.
off.
Because otherwise it would be like me and Tegan 1v1ing with mods turned on, and it's like, okay, now there are 2 people on this giant 12 tile thing.
That'd be
Yep.
dope as fuck.
Well, that would just be resource grinding until you're maxed out on everything.
That
Yeah,
actually
it'd
was
be
another
fuck.
question I had. Like, so is there going to be well, I guess is there, but would there be a time limit at the beginning. So would I be allowed to just, as you know, if I'm confident enough in my skill, could I just immediately run over to someone's tile like 10 seconds into the game, try and wipe them out? Or
do you like
is it going to
baseballing
be
time?
like a 3-minute time, like everyone gather resources?
You know, like minions don't spawn for a minute 30.
So I was thinking either a time limit to gather resources or just making the differences in the matchups like progress as time goes on. So as you gather resources, the gap in the matchup gets bigger and bigger, right? So this guy destroys my character. Like he has a way better matchup against my character, but if he comes in and attacks me 10 seconds into the game, it's pretty even ground. It doesn't really matter until you start leveling up your character, your abilities, and
Would there be some that are
sometimes-
better early game and some that are better late game?
I think for the most part, you want to keep it pretty standard early game because of the fact that you could just rush in. If there is something like that, then it would be a time limit for collecting resources.
I was gonna say a rushdown meta seems pretty likely.
Yeah, especially if there's a character that like you do like an ability where it's just you gain damage for the next like extra damage for the next like 10 seconds and you just rush somebody, instantly kill them. Like that probably would not be very fun for that person who just died.
I agree,
15
but I
seconds
also
into
think
the game.
like let's say that you do a character that has heavy damage and low attack speed, and you decide to rush me 10 seconds into the game. That's extra time that I have to collect materials, and now I can get my damage up, and now I have higher attack speed and a semi-equivalent attack damage, right?
I get
So
you.
your chances of just rushing me down are unlikely because I have so much extra time to gather materials and stuff.
Oh, so it's like it actually takes a while to travel between tiles.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I thought it
It's
was
not
like you
rushdown
could
dog shit.
insta
'Cause
jump.
It's like
All right.
yeah,
All right.
because if you're rushing someone, they've already had more time to gather resources than you, so they're already gonna have like better stuff than you. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Ooh. And was the plan sorry, I'm just asking like a bunch of questions here.
There you go.
But
The
is the
gamer
plan that if you die, like that's it, you're knocked out, or is it more like a Bed Wars S type thing?
We're
Tell
like-
me kind of inspired,
Well,
where
he
like
said
you would
revive
respawn
tokens.
until. Well, yeah, but so how Bed Wars works is like you would respawn over and over and over again on a cooldown, right? It's like
Mhm.
5 seconds in between your death and when you respawn.
Yeah.
And then when someone destroys your bed, or I guess like your home, like HQ,
Yeah.
then you don't respawn anymore.
I was thinking because of the revive token, there would be like sort of a live system, where you can die like 3 times or something, and then you're out of the game completely. And each time you die has longer and longer cooldown, which means that if you're getting rushed down, like
Oh,
they
so the
can-
revive token negates the cooldown.
the revive token
for
lets
half.
them go past their 3 lives.
It's
Well,
like
the issue would be that
okay,
people would just leave after their 3 lives are up.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Maybe.
not if you're duo queued, right? Like if
Yeah,
you're duo
if
queued,
you're
with
Yeah, but
someone,
like if you,
not
but
gonna
like you're
leave.
not gonna always be duo queued.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
But I mean, that's
I don't know. I think
if
it'd just be
that's
better if the
really-
revive token just like lowered your. It's like no like death timer.
I would agree, but also you have to look at it as if you used up all your 3 lives and I haven't gotten any kills for a revive token, that's a problem, right? So if
Yeah.
I haven't gotten enough kills for a revive token, chances are I don't have that long left either.
No, I think gameplay wise it's good. I just think the issue is that no one's gonna want to sit in a game with on
with a
on the
random
whim that they
kill.
get revived.
I agree, but that's why, like, again, like when you lose your 3 lives, it's either your whole team is going to end up dying or they already have enough gems for a revive token.
I do think that is a fair point. Actually, it's like I get where Pierce is coming from here. That
Yeah,
if you were, randomly queued with somebody, like, what are the chances that they're actually
Yeah, like
even if they
my
have
revive,
enough
I'm out.
kills? Yeah, it's like even if they have enough kills to get a revive token, you also have to place the bet on that they're actually going to revive you instead of just using that for like a
Yeah, using it
selfish
for
buff.
resources. Yeah,
type thing.
exactly.
Wild
Yep.
to queue up
Would you-
for next match. Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good concern. But I also agree with Raven here. That's like, if you died 3 times, I feel like you should expect to just not be in the game anymore, and then being revived is like an added bonus, right? So that
Yeah.
like if they leave, right, and after they died 3 times and they leave, it's like they were basically out of the game anyway. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like they're already kind of gone. They did whatever they could. And
Leave
at
her
that
both
point, I
free.
mean, then it just leaves the first or the last person on the team. That just leaves them, room for improving their own person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your own build.
And
Get
yeah,
your-
I mean, it would suck to just have someone like Int and go and die 3 times right away. But I feel like that's gonna
That's every
happen
game.
no matter no matter what you do.
You can't. League of Legends their new terms of service shit. Did anybody else read
Yeah.
those?
No.
I saw it.
That's
But
a
I-
joke.
What I was gonna say is like either way, if they are inting, the chances like if I random queue and some guy just ints 3 times and he's like, "Bro, revive me," like the chances of me reviving him are pretty low because why would I waste my gems to revive this guy who's inting
Yeah, but
versus
I
just improving myself?
Yeah, he's just running it down. Yeah.
You could also have it too, like a system where if they died 3 times in a row,
It
or
was a time.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, if they're just respawning, dying instantly, and they're doing no damage, like legitimately 0 damage in between these lives, like you could always have those kills be worth less to the people killing them. So it's not just they're getting a full kill worth of credit
Right.
for revive tokens or
Shut down
buffs or
World 2
whatever.
on the other side.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the same thing that League does, where it's like if you're actually like getting kills and doing damage, you are worth more money.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're dying and literally not doing anything, you're worth less and less and less money. And then,
Right.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good system to implement there.
Yeah. So I'm Shark Tank pitching. Are you all investing or are you not?
Not interested, but one side note is if you are looking for a shape with symmetry, you could up it 20 tiles and have an icosahedron.
You could, but that's also done 20 tiles for 20 players of 2.
I mean,
40
maybe it's
players,
like an alternative game mode or like whatever
Maybe.
base game.
I want a triangle game mode.
Triangle.
Well, okay, the
Not
thing is, it has to end in
I'm
Hedron.
retarded.
It has
I
to
want a
end in
pyramid
Legion
game
because
mode.
it's heathens. Yeah.
What type of pyramid? Square, triangular, hexagonal?
4-sided.
Well, a pyramid is a
A
tetrahedron.
4-sided pyramid with a square bottom.
Well, so is a 4. You could just name it quadrahedron.
Yeah.
Quadraheathens.
Quadrahedron.
And then it was
There's
the 2 teams of 4.
All my
there's a
friends
sh-
are heathens. Take it slow.
Stop. No. There's a shape that I looked up, right? And it's called a icosahedron.
Is
Icosahedron is what I found. Oh,
I put it in chat there, but viewers won't be able to see. But it's that might work instead because it's more like a pointy spike ball.
So like you got to climb up.
But you said,
Okay, well that's not exactly what I was going for, but yeah.
that looks okay. I'm just trying to see if there's like a positional advantage to anything.
No, yeah, I get that. I don't know if that shape is exactly what you want. I did have a final question. I guess we could always save it until after the Shark Tank part of it.
well,
Sorry,
we're almost at an hour, so I was gonna say finish it up with this and then end the cast episode 1 here.
And episode 1. Okay, well then I'll just go ahead and say my question. Did you have any plans for anything in like the middle?
For anything in the middle of the dodecahedron?
Get like
Yeah.
a Baron buff.
Also, like the middle's like a big jungle.
Okay, well
There's no real
don't do much.
middle because
So I can't go mid.
it's multiple faces. I mean, there are mid lanes for like each entry into other planes,
Oh, okay. So I think I get more and more what you're.
and then jumping across is just jumping from plane to plane.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not like actually going through the middle or like the center of the 3D.
So you want it to be a surface space, not like.
Yeah,
like a net graph.
I
or
feel like
whatever.
going in would make it like more complex too.
well, it's like the inner surfaces is like what you're playing on.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing like you're not like swimming through the middle of this dodecahedron.
Would
So
the
no,
outer surfaces be more hype?
probably not. I don't know. I think it's the
Maybe.
same. It doesn't change gameplay wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, but all right, I'm getting it.
You would see the angles on the enemy plane though. So like when you're going into another plane, you would see like the opposite angles.
Mhm.
Also, you could not see into other planes until you went into them.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
But all
and other
planes need
faces.
to would all faces or planes or whatever, would they be the same? Or is there like an RNG like, oh, this one is like a desert type area, so you got to watch out for like a quicksand element or something like that? Or this one's like a jungle, so you have to watch out for like a snake that'll poison you if you're not careful, type of thing.
Well, I think that the problem with that is that it adds a huge
RNG.
RNG element to the
Yep.
game.
For anything, you can make that like character based. Like one of your character would have like an environmental ability, so like they throw it down.
They could make like part of a plane into whatever.
They could. I was thinking for the most part, probably like having multiple biomes per face, so that like each one is your own little world until you start going into other faces. Like these are going to be big faces.
Yeah.
And they each have their own little like biomes. So like each part is sectioned off. And it has its own biome. So like over here is like more cave systems where you can go and collect stuff. Which the cave system would just be you click on the cave and it would go mine. Like you wouldn't be like exploring caves or anything.
I was gonna ask that. Is this gonna be like a third person, top down, first person?
It's gonna be a top down.
Okay.
All right. So is that all? Wait, are you guys investing or not?
I don't know, Raven.
I'd invest.
Do you want me to invest real money?
What company? Okay, it's like
broke.
No, this is just like, would you invest? Like if this was put on the table of like, are you gonna invest in this?
The idea is fire, but like you could execute, like you could get like fucking like EA to do this, and it'll end up like dog shit.
Yeah, but that's why we're not getting AI to do it. It's in house, dog.
Mm-hmm.
If I pitched this to you and it said, "Do you want to invest in the ground floor and help me make this game?" What would you do? Like friendship aside, any connection aside, if I asked you, "Do you want to make this game with me?" Yes or no? That's what the question is.
Probably not, honestly.
Okay, so that's one no and one yes from Adam. One no from Pierce, one yes from Adam. So Tegan, it's all in your hands on whether I go all in on this game, quit my day job.
I think this game is dope. I don't think it's gonna sell. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's understandable.
I understand that that viewpoint, because if you look at games like The Cycle or basically any other game that's tried to, I can't think of another one off the top of my head, but that has tried to do a battle royale-esque type thing.
Well, simplicity sells.
But yeah, and has like changed it up, you know what I'm saying? Like added their own like twist to it. They don't do amazing.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do think that there's always potential there, because if you've noticed, right, gaming has always worked in a series of like
Trends.
Exactly. Trends of what type of game or what genre of game is popular at the time. Like it was MOBAs, and then it was FPSs, and now then it was probably fighting games for a while, and now it's battle royales at the current time. And this is different enough from a battle royale right off the bat that I would say that this has a chance of being popular. Because
I would say I'd consider it like a separate genre kind of thing. Like not a completely separate genre, but it's not
a battle royale. Exactly.
Right.
I get what you're saying. But battle royales have been the top most played thing. Well, I guess not top most, because nothing's gonna beat League for a while. But they've been like they've been like the click for nearly, I think it's 5 years we're going on now, right?
PUBG came out. I would say that was like probably the big one.
Well, the end of H1 into the beginning of PUBG.
PUBG came out in 2017.
Okay, so we're just about like 4 years or 3 years here, but yeah. So I'd say I'd invest, because just for that factor of like I think we're kind of coming to a close of battle royales. Honestly, I think Warzone is probably going to be the last big one until the new thing comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what's your answer?
Yes, I said
yes. Ooh, so I guess me, Adam, and Tegan have a new business venture, and sorry, Pierce, but you missed your chance to get in on the ground floor.
Actually going on this, I'd be in. But like, if you're as a big company, it's big company, man. I'm looking at like the Fortnite that's selling. I'm looking at the Fall Guys that are selling, and I'm like, and this is complicated for 5-year-olds.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Pierce. I thought this was right up your alley, but don't worry. When the game makes it big,
I told you I'd play it. I already said that.
Dude, I'm telling you, when the game makes it big, I'll give you a few free skins.
Okay.
You can get some of the Louis Vuitton skins.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can get
yeah.
some of the Supreme Louis Vuitton crossovers.
Collab with them like last year.
Yep.
That was gross.
Grossly good. Yeah, they made
Pokemon
bank.
bought some of it. Or Queen.
Oh, are we letting Pokemon play this game?
Pokemon can be on the podcast.
We can't just stop her from playing it, dude. That would actually like boost us if we
Exactly.
let her play it. All right.
Pokemon on the next episode.
Probably not.
Probably
How much do I
not.
have to donate to have you be on the podcast, Pokey?
Be on the Till I Perish podcast.
All right. We've been going on for like an hour and 5 minutes, so I think we should probably cut it.
Episode 1 of Till I Perish podcast. Maybe.
Season 1, episode 1. Till I perish, till I perish.
That's the episode name.
All right.
What's the episode?
Adam, kick it with the outro, dog.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us all on Twitch. Just to recap, twitch.tv/Vastiku. That's Raven. Twitch.tv/Raven.jpg. I'm pretty sure it's cnut.jpg. What is it? cnut.jpg. That's Pierce. Twitch.tv/official_Budong at Tegan. I see you right there, man.
Thanks.
And
Thank
then
you,
there's
sir.
me, Adam, your dearest, your favorite, the one who makes this podcast a actual podcast, Adam.
What's
Wow.
that?
Twitch.tv/coolkid35_. That's cool, KOOL, kid, KID, 35.
How do you get the link?
Out.
You get the URL, and you're like, oh, I'm the best. Like, dude, this is my passion project.
I don't know if we're uploading to this YouTube. I know I made an iTunes thing for it. It might be on iTunes, might be on YouTube, might be on
You
Spotify.
did, but I'm the one actually doing that. It's gonna be on all of those because of me, bro.
All of them. It's going to be on all of them. You know what?
Dude, I set up Craig, my G.
Just wait until the next episode, and we'll bring you more content that you'll want to listen to. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe out there.
Adam, you killed it, bro.
Thank you.
Everybody.